Hey, do you want to play a dating sim puzzle game that has anime tits and isn't a shitty mobile game? Very specific question, I am aware, but the gaming market is constantly changing with the meta tastes. Some tastes are better than others. Anyway, I have the game just for you. Keep it secret, alright? Huniepop starts off with you being socially awkward and physically unable to form a proper conversation with a girl.
Yeah, you. Well, you're talking to a now, champ.
That hits too close to home in some places, not gonna lie. The very next morning, you are met with a fairy that will guide you to the path of salvation, becoming a hentai protagonist, or whatever you like to call yourself. I called myself a super elite! Huniepop has backgrounds that are more arousing than the actual girls. To some people. Unfortunately, they get blocked by the gameplay. You may also be distracted by something else. That's right, the soundtrack. Reason number 1337 why no one will believe you for playing Huniepop. The legitimately good soundtrack. Take a listen for yourself. Nice. Now, it wouldn't be a dating sim without a roster. I mean, it could, but it would be less of a turn on. Or more of a turn on. I'm not here to judge. Weirdos. You have 8 girls starting out. Tiffany, the college sweetheart.
What? You're crazy. Stop it.
Aiko, a professor at said college who doesn't care for said job. Basically, the average adult.
I ask myself the same thing all the time.
Kiana, the workout fanatic who is a single mother.
I like to think I know all the regulars here on a first-name basis. You could say I'm a little obsessed with this place, I guess.
Audrey. That one bitch in high school that mysteriously passed the class.
Now, if you don't mind, could you get the fuck out of my way?
Lola, the self-independent air stewardess who is never around.
I want to hear more about how attractive I am.
Nikki, the antisocial old-school gamer girl.
I'm normally not the type of girl that, like, talks to people or whatever, but I guess you can keep me company until my friend is ready to go.
Jessie, the internet star where all of her dialogue is sexual in some way.
Surprise me. I like surprises.
And Belly, the spiritual one who tries to diet but to no avail.
And hi, the person inside of the bikini you're talking to, her name is Belly.
She's still adorable. All of them follow a stereotype. There is more to them, but that is ultimately up to you to discover. The voices fit each character very well to capture the line they were made to read. I am no voice actor, although people have told me I sounded like someone else. People have called me Dr. Phil, their science teacher, that guy from Toy Story 2. The list goes on and on and Sorry, getting sidetracked. How are they able to keep a straight face while reading some of these lines?
The world will be just fine without my boobs.
I am in love with some of these voice lines.
I think I may have a sugar addiction.
Is it bad to say that this game has better voice acting than some animes I've watched? While some of these voice actresses only just did Huniepop, the rest have appeared in some other forms of media. For example, Lola is 2B from Nier Automata. She is also Reimi from Jojo Part 4 for the weebs out there. Audrey is Ichiko from Darling in the Franxx. I am never watching it, but she is the better waifu based on looks. Get the fuck out of here, 02. Kiana is Priestess from Goblin Slayer, also a minor character from Sword Art Online Abridged. I recommend watching that, it's better than the actual SAO. All of this is from IMDb, so if I'm wrong, blame them. Also, on YouTube, when you look up the voice clip files, there will be a video of some of the actresses speaking some requests from 4chan. You know, kind of similar to how voice actors today take requests to say some cancerous line.
I kid you not, Arbiter. He turns himself into a pickle. He's called Pickle Rick. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
It's not fucking funny! A good 90% of it is Audrey.
Oni-chan! 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 Anon, you're such a fucking faggot! Holy shit!
Check it out if you're interested. If you hate good voice acting or fun, you could go to the settings and switch the voices to boobs. Why would you do that? When you talk to the girls, 3 things may happen. You can ask something about them. They will ask you a question about something based on their personality. With some of them, it's based on pure memory or stuff you probably won't know. Or they will quiz you about the information you asked them and see if you remember. If you don't remember, just look it up. That's accurate to real life, right? Fun fact, if you are lucky enough, you could ask them their cup size and choose to know nothing else about them by never speaking to them again. When getting the correct answer, you are rewarded with honey, the currency for your upgrades. If you get the wrong answer, nothing happens, which breaks the immersion. Buying them a standard gift with a star will give honey based on the value of it and sometimes extra hairstyles. The unique gift will give you an increase of honey when talking to them. Giving gifts with a heart will give you a random item to use for your dates. They range from essential to good to stop giving me this after I trashed it 5 times already. The actual gameplay. Q explains it to you, so I'm not going to repeat what she said. It's match 3, what do you really expect me to say? But there are some strategies that you can create with what items you got. You will just have to experiment and pray you have usable items. The dates do progressively get harder, so be prepared for that. Upgrades and knowing what tokens they like are a vital factor. RNG will not be on your side at times, effectively setting you up for failure before the date even begins. At certain points, things may be hopeless. It will come down to the wire, and one move will decide victory or the 2D fictional girl being disappointed for 10 seconds. Just seize the possibilities provided and claim victory. You do feel horrible for failing, so it's a fate worse than death. I don't blame you if you switch it to easy at the midpoint or near end of the game because it just drags after a while, especially when you lose. 48 total dates minimum with no fuck-ups.
That was so much fun! We'll have to do it again.
Your reward for successfully completing a date is money, as previously mentioned, sometimes outfits, and hard progress for that girl. You also get photos for each completed date. It progresses from cute, to raunchy, to lewd. I don't care about lewds, I want to see the wholesomeness, goddammit! When you get to 4 hearts with a girl, you are now able to give her the sex the next day. Wait until nighttime. Make sure it's an area where they can drink alcohol. Some won't accept alcohol no matter what, so be prepared for that. Fill up their alcohol and food meter to full. You start off with sentiment and extra moves respectively. They also give extra honey when speaking to them drunk, so you can farm off them before starting the date. When completing the date, she will want to go back to your place and, you know, hold hands.
Okay, I'm horny as fuck. Let's go back to your apartment.
Or not. I realize that a majority of the mechanics I am telling you is in the game itself via in-game messages, which makes it easy to learn, but this video would be like 10 seconds long otherwise. The bad minigame is simple. Match the tiles really fast while the meter's decaying. The flaw of this is that you can't really see the goods due to trying to fill the meter up. This is very important. Make sure you have particle limits set to medium or high, otherwise you won't hear the sex noises. Also, there are no boops during the minigame, so turn booping off if you haven't already. Upon finishing the minigame, you are awarded with a image of them posing. Hey, I forgot to mention the images and the lower half during the minigame are censored due to Steam's policy with stuff like that, so I do not recall if it's within the files or coding of the game itself, or you download a mod to see everything uncensored. I mean, things are still a bit, but, you don't see the full package, so either you look it up yourself or deal with modding or coding to see the full package. The following morning, you are rewarded with their after-sex dialogue and their panties. Q becomes dateable after sleeping with the first girl. She is self-aware that she's in a dating sim.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, I'm in.
Give her the dirty magazine into your inventory and she will give you a special item called the Strange Device. Go to the beach at night. Put the Strange Device in your gifting part of your inventory. Leave, and the alien girl, Celeste, will appear.
Alright then, you've just earned yourself a new friend. My name is Celeste.
The other unlockable character is obtained by buying a bag of goldfish, going to the park, throwing it away, leaving, and Momo will appear. She is a kitty.
Really? Thank you!
Yeah. They are required to complete the game, so even if you don't want to do it, you gotta do it. Rinse and repeat the process until you get their reward, then the final boss will appear.
If you're to ultimately prove yourself, there is one final challenge. You're looking at her. Venus, the goddess of love.
Be prepared to clear the alcohol store for her. Trust me. Once you finish the last date with her, you basically beat the game.
I feel so powerless. I have to have you.
Your journey of becoming the hentai protagonist is complete. You could go unlock alpha mode, but it's bullshit, so no, just don't do that. The minor details in this game can't go unnoticed, like the lip syncs. I know for a fact that was a pain in the ass. Tiffany and Jesse have the same last name, so it's implied they are mother and daughter. No threesomes in this game, sorry. You can dress the girls with outfits and hairstyles you unlock. I didn't bother, because most of them are not my taste. The game also has a digital art collection, purchasable on Steam. It contains stuff like the full images of the girl's icon, promotional images not used in the game, Kickstarter reward images. They had a hard-on for Audrey, scrapped outfits and images not used in the final game, and a prototype design for Jessie, which confirms Tiffany is her daughter. Minor, but interesting stuff here. Huniepop was a game I never thought I would play. The game knows what it is and doesn't pretend to be one thing and in reality is something else. This game deserves all the praise it gets. Too bad people are gonna look at you weird for playing this. Also, if you were curious who my favorite girl is, probably Celeste. I love her soothing voice.
I apologize if I lost my composure last night. You just do things to me.
Finally, I am done with Huniepop. I don't have to do anything Huniepop related anymore. Damn it.